Well, viewers, an unexpected treat has come my way today whilst filming this Mazda 626. This is a 1990 Yugo 45A. 45 denotes the brake horsepower. There were two other models available, the 55 and the 65. It wasn't called the GV in this country, that was the American market name for it. This is a 903cc Fiat engine. It's similar to the one that was in the 127, and this actually really underneath is just a 127. The car was launched in our market, I think, about 1983. I could be wrong about that. This is quite a late one. This is a 1990, and they're very rare survivors. One of the biggest problems of them is, of course, the corrosion, and Alex, who owns this car, is going to be looking at dealing with some of this corrosion quite soon, because it's going to need another MOT, and yeah, it's not thinking about that now. So the American market specification, obviously it's right-hand drive though, so it's not entirely that, but we've got a huge amount going on in here. Just wind that window down. It's a little bit hot today. I'll take a seat in here. It's actually quite spacious for a little car. It seems to be sort of reasonably defined everything. I mean, it's not luxury in here, but these never were. You'd probably be having a couple of problems with your Yugo if you didn't look after it all the time. It's interesting that the rear wiper control is with that. I don't know why the light's gone funny. I do apologise, viewers. If I just do that, there we go, that's better. Very simple instrumentation, fuel gauge, temperature gauge, no rev counter. In this model you just got a load of little warning lights. I don't know if the 55 and 65 models, one of those maybe got a rev counter. So not particularly difficult to find this stuff, it's all in a row there. And a stereo from audio line. Extremely simple heating ventilation controls, really simple. You even got a cigarette lighter, that's absolute luxury, viewers. And a fog light switch, which is definitely required for UK market. No glove box, just a place to put random stuff on a shelf. No door pockets, just a sort of little pull thing. The main thing that is concerning me at the moment is these stalks for some of the lights and pretty much the wipers. They don't look like they're the highest quality, viewers. I don't know why that's a surprise, but there we go. Just a 4-speed gearbox in this car and a little handbrake lever. I just can't believe that this car actually exists. From Gosport originally, which is kind of near Portsmouth. It's where I'm from, down there. So I recognise the number plate straight away. CR was Portsmouth / Southampton plate back in the day. Ooh, fight. So no. If I push the, there we go. If you don't push the sun visor up, it's quite difficult to get in the back. Gosh. Oh. 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 Gosh. Okay, we're in, viewers. We've got actually a fair amount of headroom in here. Legroom is okay if I sort of squish up a bit. Again, very, very sort of simply furnished in here, although that looks like an ashtray. Ooh. Very squeaky ashtray. Don't know why you'd want to try to get 5 people in this car, but there is a centre lap belt. Of course, by 1990 you did require seatbelts in the back of your car, but these are actually fixed seatbelts, viewers. Not a massive fan of fixed seatbelts, I'm afraid. I suppose you'd better get back out and try to get him a driving seat. Right, viewers, there we are. Robertson Wilkinson from Porchester. Nice part of well down there. You can go to Porchester Castle. I don't know if I'd want to drive to Porchester Castle in this today though, because it's actually not working. It's not working at all. Let me grab the key so I can get in the door. It seems to have locked itself. Okay, that's better. That door seems to be staying open a bit better than the other one. Very upright driving position, incredibly upright. And just a choke lever down there. Fortunately the famous engine is not firing up today, but we can see the choke lever. And yeah, feels a bit delicate, that. Just gonna watch that door, which is gonna close itself. Just as well I was aware of that. Okay viewers, let me see if I can get it into the bonnet area. We'll say one thing for this little Yugo. The door's open to almost 90 degrees, so getting in and out of the front is really easy. The back is not so easy. Right, let's see if we can actually open up the bonnet. So here is the 903 cc Fiat engine, which develops in this application about 45 horsepower. You know, that's the name of the car, the 45A. Well, there's not much going on in here, to be honest with you. It doesn't look particularly difficult to work on. Chain cam engine in this as well. I gather these little units aren't actually that bad at all. They're quite reliable. Oh, is that? Does that mean we've got servo assisted brakes in this car? Interesting. Yeah, just loads of room in here. Maybe there's a gearbox just there. Tiny little radiator. And we've got a warning. Cooling system under pressure. Do not open radiator to cap while hot. I shall not do that. It does get hot in, well, what is now, I presume those were made in sort of Serbia or Croatia, something like that. I've been to Croatia. It's a beautiful place. Didn't see too many of those there though, funnily enough. Oh wow, viewers. Actually got a rear washer bottle in here. No boot light, I don't believe. I don't think it was one of those. You do get a folding rear seat though. Oh, and a Yugo branded toolkit. How wonderful. Zastava thought of everything. One thing I noticed on this car, it has a separate fog lamp, so I'm assuming that these weren't designed originally to have fog lamps. You needed a separate one. It's quite an awkward sort of opening for the boot as well, because the sill is incredibly high. But, you know, if you want one of these little cars, then you've got to be prepared to put up with one or two compromises. So there we are, viewers. Don't let it ever be said, but we don't feature plenty of variety on this channel. I don't think I've ever got so up close and personal with one of these before. There are about 12 of them left on the road in this country, according to Alex, who owns this car. And well, that's it for now. I might be coming back for some more delights from his collection, but we'll have to see about that. Anyway, thank you ever so much indeed for watching this walk around of this Yugo 45A. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like this video and leave a comment below. Social media links are down below. And thank you ever so much indeed once again.